How's everyone? Doing well. Is it raining outside?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Let me stay here. Drink up. What are you doing? Everybody all right? Yes, sir. Anybody got someone struggling? That's in my spirit. Someone in the hospital is struggling right now. Anybody in here? Everybody good? Nobody. So I have one kid on my team. I'm not gonna call his name. That just found out that one of his family members passed away, and he asked for prayer. So I'm gonna pray him up. BYU Coach Sataki is. I consider him a friend. I consider him a dear friend and a God-fearing man, which I adore. Man of standard, man of principle, and a darn good coach, and a good dude. He's going to have his team ready. They've been playing superbly this season, even with a young quarterback. Defensively, they've been shutting things down and doing the doggone thing. Offensively, they're physical and tough, and that's the team I know we're going to face. A physical, tough football team. I admire him so much. I mean, played at the university, had opportunity to play pro ball. Just a straight up winner. He's a winner. Students of the week: Chauncey Gooden, McCarter Stoutmeyer, Caden Salter, Manning Award Star of the Week, and the second game CU history. Had just the second game in CU history, 300 passing TDs, 300 yards passing. I'm sorry, 3 TDs, 80 yards rushing TD, and blah blah blah. He played his butt off. Jordan Seaton is one of the highest rated offensive linemen, PFF, which I don't know what PFF is. I don't know how they do their rating, but he's kicking butt. That's pretty much what that means. Drone show at halftime this week game accompanied by the band performance, to accompany the band performance. Soccer has home games on Thursday in Iowa State. Love those guys. Love you guys. Keep on doing it, ladies. Iowa State Sunday in Houston at Print. Not Field. I see you put the T on there, right? I see print, not Field. Cross country. I see the guys running inside sometimes, and it's unbelievable. Like, they just take turns and pass. I adore them. As a big meet is Missouri warm-up meet on the same site, the NCAA championship in November. Volleyball is traveling to face BYU and Utah this week. Tennis had a good showing. I love tennis because I'm John Blackenroll, and that's what I take. That's what I took up when I was down, and I put a turf tennis court at the crib, so it wouldn't be hard on my feet. But I think Woods will make me some wonderful rackets with prime on them, and I love it. So I am John Blackenroll. Okay, women's golf is in action today, and men's golf hosts his home tournament. And the guys vowed on the elevator today to teach me how to play golf as well. That's it. Let's go. Let's do this.
J Mack from Syracuse, New York. Man, came all the way out to see my Colorado Buffs.
What channel do you watch? They brought you out here.
The pregame show.
Never watched the college game till last season when Coach Prime came to Colorado. And I am in Colorado at Folsom Field. I am the Colorado Buffaloes auntie from Texas. Sweet treat.
Hey, I've been following the pregame show. It's all about let's go Buffs.
Way from Texas. Yes, sir. Watch you every single day. Nobody lays it down like Uncle Neely and the pregame show.
Neely, pregame show behind the scenes of everything. And why does he get that kind of access? Why does he get that kind of access? Because trust is involved. You would never get the kind of access you desire unless there's trust and relationship. You're trying to put you up on game. Let's go. Let's do this.
Hi, Coach. How you doing?
How you doing, sweetheart?
Good. With Yahoo Sports. Last week, it was all about accountability.
Right.
What is the message this week to maintain that winning momentum?
Accountability, and we're going back to consistency in just why. It's a big question of why. It's like I showed the young men this morning, wonderful plays that they made during the game. It was from each segment. quarterbacks, the running backs, the tight end, everybody had an opportunity, including special teams. And I'm saying, well, why can't we do that on every play? Why did this guy flash this play, then you don't see him again until he flashed later on in the game? Why not be consistent and be dominant and have your name called consistently? And we know, like we know what Mata's gonna do, we know what New Mate's gonna do, you know, and we know what Buck's gonna do. We know the ball's going to the end zone. He gonna kick the strings off the ball when he punts, and Mata's gonna make it if he don't get it blocked. So those are three guys that we want consistency all across the board, like we're getting from those guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Coach Goodbar.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing blessed, thank you. Looking at the fact that you guys had a night practice last week, how much do you think that...
We had two of
You
them.
had two of them.
Yeah.
How much do you think that impacted your performance, and do you plan on doing something like that again, considering you have the same...
Yeah, we made plans to keep similar schedules. It impacted us tremendously because we understood how to turn our bodies off and on. The kids understood that they needed rest because of the night game, so they could come out and have a great start. And although we got some penalties up front defensively, they came out with energy. Offensively, we came out with energy, and that's what we want to do, especially at home.
Go ahead, Adam.
Hi, Coach. Mr. Tiger, 24/7
How you doing,
Sports. I'm doing well. This is going to be the second Big 12 game. I'm curious what your thoughts are on the new policy with reporting injuries for both teams.
That's for gambling purposes. They ain't got nothing to do with us. It's for gambling purposes. That's my thoughts.
And after the game on Saturday, you were pretty optimistic that none of those guys had gotten banged up too much.
Well. You know, I cried to you before I lied to you. We're expecting Seaton the Zai to play. Other guys we don't know. DT and Simeon, we don't know. We're hoping to get back Swain as well. I don't know about Okanula. Did I say that right?
Okanula.
Sammy. I just said Sammy. All right, I just saying. Okay. And RJ, we don't know, but the two big linemen, we plan on seeing them. But we've made adjustments in the running back room as well.
Go ahead.
Hey, Coach.
How you doing, sir?
Good, thank you for taking the time. When you started this, you were talking about, Caden and his, 300 yards passing.
Right.
We always know the numbers, but there was a moment in the game where, after Michael Welch fumbled, he went up to him and kind of get his head back up. Is that kind of the things we don't see, or the leadership that?
Well, that's the
kinda gets
things that
lost?
we want. That's the thing that we desire. That's the things that, ain't too many people make a light of, but those are the things that a quarterback is expected to do. Those are the things that we're happy that we see. We're elated that we see. And it goes a long way with your teammates when they see in a time of disparity that you're able to pick that guy up and place him back, because guess what? Two backs went down and we needed to get back in the game and do his thing.
Go, Scott.
Hey, Coach. Good to see you. Scott Proctor at DNVR. You mentioned after the game that offensively, there weren't different plays called.
Right.
Now that you've gotten a chance to watch it from one now, what was the biggest difference in the Caden that we saw week 1 and week 2 versus the one we saw on a Saturday night?
Certainty. If you're gonna run. If you're gonna throw. Certainty, not, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Running with a confidence like I'm running, not running, I'm gonna get hit. He made up his mind to do what he needed to do, and he did it. Like whatever, the Bible says, whatever your hands find to do, do it with all your might. And we're hoping that we have a consistency, and not just Caden, but everyone. Do it with everything you got. And I think you just seen a kid just hit another switch and say, I got to get this together, and I got to play up to my ability.
I just wanted to ask you about Sincere as well, too. After his touchdown, I kind of saw you share a moment with him.
Yes,
on the
Sincere's a
sideline.
dog. He's a dog. I just want him to have more opportunities to show who he is. I believe this is his last year, and I want him to shine like a Christmas tree, man, because that's how good he is. We just got to get him involved more in the offense and take more shots with it. But he's the kind of guy backs off, you throw him a hitch, and now the guy got to come up and make that tackle. If he misses, he might as well get ready to hear the band, because they're going to be playing.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Brian, go ahead.
Ron Scholes from Ralph Report. Obviously, rematch from the bowl game.
Right.
I know it's an entirely different team. Does
True.
this one feel like it means a little bit more? Or is it just business as
They
usual this week?
they mean a lot. Every game means a lot. This conference game means more, but yeah, it's not like we ain't with that get back stuff. I ain't with that get back stuff. I'm with that let's get them stuff. So they played their butts off, kicked our butts in the bowl game. Now we have a whole new team. They have a similar team as well with a bunch of new management and quarterbacking, and it's a good team, well coached team, disciplined team. We got to be a lot more disciplined. Not some of the pass interference, the PIs that we had, and the stupid penalties that we had. Necessary roughness. We got to stop all that foolishness and play a consistent game, prayerfully penalty free.
Hey, Coach. Brian Howell, Wolverine Cameron. A couple of questions for you. You mentioned adjustment to the running back room. Is that going to be a way that maybe you get the ball in Draylon Miller's hands more?
Well, we plan on doing some things.
And then I want to ask you about Amari McNeil, who had a pretty good game this last week. I know maybe didn't have the start of the season he wanted, but you can talk about just him and the way he played and bounce back a little bit.
Amari is a guy that gives you a lot of energy in practice, and he gives you a lot of energy in the game. Sometimes technique may be an issue, but it's not because of the lack of effort. He's a guy that wants to be a pro. He wants to be great. He wants to make plays, and he's learning to practice consistently in that manner. And when we see it at practice, oftentimes we see it in a game. And when we don't, we don't. That's just not just with him, that's with a multitude of the young men. But I'm one of the guys that stays on him quite a bit because I absolutely love him and I want him to exceed all the expectations and go to the next level. But I'm proud of him, I really am. He stood out in that room this past week.
Good job.
John Drees, United. Coach, you often have expressed the desire of your team to be more physical against those teams that bring a lot of physicality, like whether it was Georgia Tech or BYU last year. How do you get them to be more physical?
Well, you start at practice. Start by tackling, start by hitting, thudding, maybe not using your arms, not wrapping up, but getting there with your feet to practice getting there, period. Everybody's getting to the ball. Physicality is an attitude. Then it becomes the effort. But it starts with the attitude, then the effort.
Good, Matt.
Hey, Coach, last week, something we haven't had a chance to talk about yet, but the Administrative Council for Division I voted to essentially eliminate the spring transfer portal window. And I was just curious now, with only one portal window, how does that change things for you and the way that you guys go about your business?
We're going to go about our business like every other school. It's the same rules for everyone, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So we're going to get what we want. We always do. And when we don't get what we want, that means somebody offered more money. That's it. We're going to scout the players, and hopefully we get the type of guys that's not coming here to play for money. They come here to play because they want to play for the Colorado Buffaloes, and they want to play up under this team and how we do things and the consistency that we're on television and all that comes with it. So it is what it is, man. As long as the playing field is level for everyone, I'm good. I have no complaints.
One other thing I wanted to ask you about, I don't anticipate it to be the case this week, but around the mid-third, end of the third, the stadium emptied out pretty good the other night. I imagine you can't have that happen for this one, but also
no, you would love that to happen. Because when they're leaving, what does that mean?
We are big.
That means the game is over. They're going to party. I'm cool with that. They're right down the corner. On what street is that down there?
Pearl Street.
No, not Pearl Street.
Up on the hill.
On the hill, that's where they at. That's cool. I know where they at. So I don't mind them emptying. You got to understand it was family weekend as well. Sure. So a lot of the older family members probably said, "Okay, let's go home, honey," and they wanted to get out of there. But we're winning. That means we're winning. That means we're winning. I don't mind that.
Tyler, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. You mentioned you're not viewing this as like a get-back game against BYU.
Right.
Obviously, you have a lot of respect for Coach Atake.
No, I love him.
And
I love him that much. He's a great human being.
And kind of what he's built at BYU. Do you hope with what you guys have built the last couple of years and what he's built that this becomes, or maybe it already is, kind of a marquee game that when BYU plays CU, that it's a game that people want to watch?
Marquee games are based on wins. If the team is undefeated, that team is undefeated becomes a marquee game. You can't have a marquee game and you're not touted to be anything. So we haven't earned that respect as of yet, and prayerfully soon that we do.
Jack, go ahead.
Coach Jack Harlow. How are you doing?
Well, it sounds like you're optimistic that Zai will play this weekend, but on
Yeah, Zai's going to play.
Saturday, Yaya got in the game a little bit.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, just your thoughts on him. How cool was it to see
Well,
him?
first of all, he wants to change his name to Sanders. he really does. That's no joke. He wants to change his name to Sanders. Everyone on the team knows that he's one of my favorites. Chalo and Shador took care of him, looked out for him, treated him like he was the big little brother last year. I mean, he's on private jets. He's going to Vegas. He's going to Texas. He was everywhere. And he didn't have to reach in his pocket for a dime last year. He was taken care of well. So he wants to become the Sanders to continue that. I told him he got to earn that right. But I love him. I'm proud of him. You got to understand, he hadn't played a lot of football. So it was a fast pace, him digesting what football is all about. But he's working his butt off, and he's nothing to be played with when he gets in there. He does the job we ask him to do. And, you know, he gets in there tight end quite a bit on certain packages, and he does his thing. But he got in there as a guard last week, and he did well as well. I'm proud of Yo-Yo, man. We call him Yo-Yo. We call him Yo-Yo. Yeah.
Last one, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, Shane Holcomb, Scobo Sports. You talk a lot about changing mindset around here in
Yes.
Boulder. You guys have a couple, marquee matchups, as you say, in the next couple of weeks in Big 12 play. Do you see this as a proving ground moment this weekend against BYU?
Well, every week is a proving ground for not only myself, this team, as well as our players. So every week, every practice is a proving ground. We gotta win these type of games. We gotta be dominant in these type of games. But one thing that we want to do, we want to give our best effort. We don't want to walk away from the game saying, "Dang, we could have played better." We don't want to do that like in Houston. We played like garbage, man. We want to come out there and give you the best that we possibly can give you on every phase of the game. And these young men, they want to do the same. I mean, they know the whole world is watching. It's a national televised game, night game. It is what it is. We got to play, and we want to come out victorious. And we will if we execute the things that we're capable of doing. And this is a darn good, physical, capable team.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. God bless. Oh, Jesus.
Where y'all from?
We up from Miami, Florida.
All the way from Miami.
All the way from Miami.
Appreciate y'all coming, man.
Hey, man, we love what you guys are doing, man. We want to support you in every way.
Appreciate your family.
And we're recruiting at home. Everything we see at home, we bring it this way.
My man.
You gotta believe. Dude, we've been believing since day one,
That's why I
dog.
gave them to
Remember
you.
back in Jackson State? We've been believing with you in the pregame show.